10 is the magic number. Democrats have now flipped 10 straight Republican-held seats in special elections since Trump's second term began. That 10 feels almost as big as Bam Adebayo's 83 points that he dropped for the Heat this week. Meanwhile, Republicans have flipped 0 Democratic seats, not a single one. On Tuesday, a Democrat named Bobby Boozman won a New Hampshire state house seat in a district that Trump carried by 9 points. She was outspent by more than 2-1. 0 outside help. Her opponent, meanwhile, was backed by the Koch network. Boozman lost the same seat twice before, and this time she won anyway, 52-48. And the mainstream media, they're not leading with it this morning because there's so much other crap going on, an illegal war, Trump threatening to veto everything in his path until he could make it harder for you to vote. But voters are not waiting for November. They are making their voices heard and making it heard now. And we have Georgia's 14th district, Marjorie Taylor Greene's old seat, which she vacated after her big breakup with Trump over the Epstein files. Trump carried that district by 37 points in 2024. There are 12 Republicans on the ballot, 3 Democrats, a Libertarian, and an Independent. If nobody gets a majority, and it looks like it's going to go that way, with 12 Republicans splitting the vote, it's very possible Democrats could win in a runoff in April 7th. The leading Democrat, Sean Harris, a retired Army brigadier general and a cattle farmer, all in a Trump plus 37 district. Trump, meanwhile, endorsed a DA named Clay Fuller, and his endorsements in Georgia have a complicated track record. You need to write down April 7th. That is going to call the entire thing there. You don't have to wait till November to know what's going to happen. And back to Maine, because Maine is really interesting to me. There's a Quantus Insights poll that has Democrat Graham Plattner leading the corpse of Susan Collins 48-41. Prediction markets are saying that Democrats have a 71% chance of winning this seat. Collins, she's been reelected 4 times, all by cultivating this brand of being very concerned at just about everything, and then being deeply troubled, and then voting for whatever Mitch McConnell wanted her to vote for anyway. She couldn't even bring herself to take a position for or against the ICE operations in her home state of Maine. That waffling brand, it's getting stale. We cover AI all the time and the dangers of it, but we all know that AI is no longer optional. And the people who know how to use it ethically and effectively are pulling ahead in income, efficiency, and opportunity, and that gap keeps widening. That is why our sponsor Outskill is hosting its 2-day live AI Mastermind training this coming Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. And for the next 48 hours for you guys, it is free. Outskill is one of the first AI-focused education platforms, rated 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot. They've got more than 10 million professionals trained worldwide. And in their 16-hour live experience, you are going to learn exactly how to build AI agents that plan, write, and execute tasks for you, automating systems that run in the background and connect all of your tools like Sheets, Notion, your CRMs, and your email into streamlined, profitable systems ethically and effectively. You'll also learn how to actually monetize these skills. Instead of replacing jobs, you can earn more money. And some participants have launched AI-powered services generating thousands per week using what they learned from Outskill. If you attend both days, you unlock over $5,000 in bonuses, including their AI prompt Bible, their profit roadmap, their toolkit builder, and the 2026 AI Survival Hackbook. Look, Outskill, seats are limited. Grab your free spot using the link in our description. Maine went for Harris by 7. Now Plattner is leading by 7. Plattner, by the way, he's a 41-year-old Marine Corps and Army National Guard veteran, served 3 tours in Iraq, 1 in Afghanistan, and then he went back to Afghanistan as a private contractor. He protested the Iraq War before he enlisted. And look, he's complicated, he's got some issues, he's been open about his past mistakes, he's had some past slurs, he's battled with PTSD, But he is a progressive, and he's an oyster farmer and a harbor master. He's imperfect, and he is still up 7 against Susan Collins. But the real story here is what's going on inside Mike Johnson's world. CNN reported this week, after all of these losses, Mike Johnson can lose exactly 1 vote. We know that. 1. That's it. And that means every single member of his conference, every single member of his party, essentially has a veto over every party line bill at all times. Every member that has a grudge or an ask or a fundraising problem, a re-election problem, they all have maximum leverage at all times. So what's happening in the Republican Party? 35 Republicans have already announced they're leaving. Darrell Issa, that's the latest to announce, leading to the largest turnover since 1930. The last time this many Republicans ran for the exits ahead of a midterm, Democrats picked up 41 seats. The wave of red leaving includes Mitch McConnell, Tom Tillis, Joni Ernst, 3 Republicans who've occasionally pushed back on Trump, plus competitive district members like Don Bacon over in Nebraska, and David Schweikert of Arizona. Kevin Kiley of California is running as a no-party affiliation while still caucusing with Republicans, which tells you everything about the brand that you need to know. He's still going to be a Republican, but doesn't want that name next to him on the ballot. MTG, she already resigned. Why? Because everything Trump touches right now turns to crap. He's hovering around 56% disapproval. 56% oppose the Iran war. And now 35 Republicans have decided that they would rather spend more time with their families than explain any of their association to Trump to any of their voters. We are 8 months from November. Keep watching and keep fighting. Doesn't it seem like our feeds are getting filled with more and more BS right-wing MAGA content? It's no secret that all these top tech bros are in love with the current regime, so it's no surprise that independent left-leaning media is being squashed by the algorithm. If you like our content and content like us, it doesn't take long to click that thumbs up, share, comment, or subscribe. So please help us keep the truth alive.